Hey y'all, it's me Pretty Witty 7 coming to you with another video. So I always get asked a lot, do you have setbacks? Do things go wrong with your hair? And I tell y'all all the time, of course they do. But some people don't believe me, so I got this story to share with y'all. It's sort of like a horror story, like, I don't know, let me just tell the story. So I relax my hair and I usually wear it straight for like a week or two. And during that week or two, I trim my ends, right? So these are my shears, and I trim my ends, my complete ends, and then I actually did my little search and destroy method to make sure, you know, everything was in check. Cool. So a month passes by, and I forgot what kind of style I had in my hair, but my hair was on my shoulders. It was not up. So I had just got off of work, and sometimes I sit in my car before I get out. I don't know, I guess I be tired. So I don't know, the sun is like perfect outside. It's like the perfect time to check your ends. For me anyway. So I'm sitting in the car, you know, listening to the radio, and I'm going through like this, and then I just froze because what I saw was like horror. So I'm searching through my ends a month after I trimmed and did my search and destroy, and I am seeing split end city. Girl, I took a deep breath and I'm like, what is really going on? Because it wasn't even just a normal split end. It wasn't just split at the end. It was seriously splitting up the shaft, like, you know, okay, say for instance this is like one strand of hair, because you're not going to see if I hold one strand up right now. So say for instance this is one strand of hair. You know how you trim your immediate ends? Like, it wasn't even split there. The splits were coming out like 3 different ways on each strand. Y'all, I almost lost it. And then I'm searching. I'm like, what in the world is going on? So then I say, okay, let me calm down, and I think, what could be the cause to these? Like, before I even got out of the car, I'm like, okay, how this happen? Don't freak out. Okay, I did use a new relaxer, or no, because I trimmed afterwards. And so I'm trying to figure out what in the world could cause this problem, and then it just hit me. My shears. These shears tried to end my hair life. Do you hear me? It just tried to drain my life away. And I think about it, I don't know why I thought my hair was like invincible to this, because these shears, I've had them for a couple of years and they aren't even really expensive shears. So my bad. My shears basically made me out of an example. Like, listen, change me before I ruin your life. So when I got in the house, I was like so in disgust that I tried to go trim the ends off with the wrong scissors. And I'm like, girl, what you doing? You just gotta leave it. Just don't do too much to your hair. Go get some shears tomorrow and you just take care of it all. And for all my boos who did not know, your hair can split in so many different places. Like, it's crazy. That's why when I see people taking a little bit off the ends, like, you never know if the split has traveled up the strand and it's starting to split off and branch off into more splits. Here's a chart of the many different kinds of split ends that you can find in your hair. I promise y'all, I've had over like 90% of these splits in my hair. This is why it's very important that you don't only trim the very ends of your hair, because these splits can be hidden in all your tresses. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips that I feel is important to help minimize split ends. Now, I don't think you can completely prevent them, because they're going to happen. Like, it's hair. Moisturize from end to roots. It's very important that you pay very close attention to the ends of your hair, because it is the oldest and you don't want it to get dry, because dry hair breaks. Trim your hair with hair shears. Not kitchen shears, not garden shears, hair shears. You can check Walmart, Target, Sally's. Sally's has a little bit more of the high-end expensive shears. I call them expensive, but they probably are like $20 to $30, and the ones at Walmart could be like between $6 to $10. But the more expensive the shear, the longer it could possibly last you. It's not bad to use a cheaper shear. Just remember that they lose their edge a lot quicker than the more expensive ones. Trim your hair when it's dry. Now, you know, wet hair, it stretches. Wet hair is not the natural state of the hair. So to make sure that you get a nice, clean, blunt cut, make sure your hair is dry when you trim it. If you don't have any shears around at the time you see a split end, do not snag or pull them off. You're only making the problem worse. Please don't pick through your hair and just be pulling off all the split ends. No, ma'am. And I'm fresh out of tips. But I'm very happy that I was able to get my split end problem under control. It took me a couple of days, but every search and destroy strand that I got, it was all worth it. And I think that's all for this video. So thank you ladies for watching, and you guys have a very blessed day.